Well, as I leave the Hollywood casino, I feel so good because I just made a nice donation to whoever owns this casino. Tesla needs a software update on this route planner because, I mean, that's just, I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
It could be. It's frustrating.
We always used to say, Porsche, Volkswagen, just do what Tesla does. Now, it's like I'm saying, hey, Tesla, just do what Porsche does, right? Who thought we would say that?
You saw who won the unofficial cannonball across the country. So
yeah,
that's all you need to know.
I heard about that. And did you see current driver car of the year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, I think I would look good in a Taycan Cross Turismo. Don't you? Don't you think I would look good in one of those?
I agree. Kyle's been telling me you've been looking at them, so
I know.
I've been waiting for you to get rid of Keeper and get a new Keeper.
Yeah, but the problem is he doesn't want me to get one unless it's a 2025 because the others don't charge well. And I'm like, okay.
So you want all the depreciation.
So that's big money, Kyle. You want me to go off and get a Taycan. I can get a 2022 for like 48 grand. Right?
Yep.
Or I can charge with more efficiency and spend an extra 50 grand. I mean, like, what, I don't get that. So I'm still that would be the only car that I would consider changing to. But to be honest, I really love the FSD. I love the software in the Tesla. I love the fact that I can talk to Grok in my car now and I'm not going to be lonely. Because as soon as you hang up, what am I going to do? I'm going to be lonely again. Welcome to another episode of Out of Spec Dave, where today I'm going to be driving here from Greenwich, Connecticut, all the way down to Raleigh, North Carolina, because I'm going to see my son Kyle and Alyssa and the pups, Walter, Blue, and Ellie, for the weekend. Most of you may know, but my son Kyle, they've moved from Fort Collins to Raleigh, and it's time for me to go check in and see how they're doing. So this is going to be a classic Tesla road trip in my Model 3, and we're going to have a good time. Who knows what's in store? Stick with me. Road trip time. All right, so the vehicle of choice is my Tesla Model 3. This is a 2024 Model 3 Performance shown in Quicksilver with white interior, and it is currently filled with Martian wheels. I have 18-inch Martian wheels with my snow tires on them, and I don't know, there's a possibility we may be ripping through and shredding some tires on the track down in North Carolina, and I really just wanted to bring these wheels and tires down to North Carolina and keep them there, because I don't know that I necessarily want to run 18s in the wintertime. I'm thinking that I might want to get a set of all-season tires, or all-weather, probably all seasons, once these the 20-inch summers go. So it's a possibility that these 20-inch summer tires may not exist after this weekend. It depends on what we do at the track. There's also a possibility that this car may not return with me to New Canaan, or to Connecticut, I should say, because there's talk about Kyle wanting to keep this rig down at the track and have a little bit of fun with it. So I told him, sure, you can do that. What are you going to let me drive back? My eye is on his Model S, but I think it might be in for some service. I think he's putting new seats in that thing. He's putting the sport seats in there. And my next choice would be the Rivian R1T. So I don't know what I'm going to be driving back. That is up for grabs, but we're definitely going to be making a lot of fun videos over the weekend. But in the meantime, it's time to brave the traffic on a Friday afternoon and head south. This is going to be a long one. It's only about 450 miles, but it's definitely going to be trafficy, that's for sure. All right, so let's go over the trip. You can see this vehicle here has got 9,409 miles on it. I've got an 88% state of charge, which is telling me 260 miles. we'll see. I have a feeling it's going to be a slow go, at least for the next few hours for sure. And as far as the trip goes, it is a total of 475 miles down to NCCAR, which is where the track is. That's just over the border from Virginia into North Carolina. It's telling me we're going to stop in Yonkers and Falls Church, Virginia. I can tell you already, I'm not stopping in Yonkers because I'm going to cut across the Tappan Zee Bridge and go 287 over to Suffern and then cut down. And the reason for that is I want to avoid anything to do with New York City traffic rush hour at almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. So yeah, I left work a little early, had a doctor's appointment here in Greenwich, and now I'm on my way. So let's start this trip. All right, so we are off. There's an electrician right next to me here doing his job, and I didn't want to hit him. East Coast Electric. He's doing some work in the doctor's office there. Yeah, so anyway, we are off on this little jaunt. I think we're going to hit quite a bit of traffic as we go. Again, just to Holly Hill Lane. Oh, okay. Let's see. Do you even know where I'm going? Yeah, absolutely. They know where I'm going. Oh boy.
Now turn left onto West Putnam Avenue.
All right. So we're going to make our way down to 95 here. Let me turn off the voice on this. There we go. Turn off the voice settings. Mute that. Here we go. So Greenwich, Connecticut. Cool little town, but it's time to go to North Carolina. I can't wait to go see Kyle and Alyssa. It's going to be good to be back at the track, North Carolina Center for Automotive Research, the Out of Spec track. That's where it all started. And Kyle is, we still have the facilities out in Fort Collins at the hub, and it's definitely still going to be a place where we do a lot of filming for sure. I know Kyle will. Coleton's still out there. Jordan's still out there. But I believe Timon is moving back to North Carolina as well. So it's we've got a little bit of a North Carolina contingency, which I'm loving because, you know what? Where am I going here? We're going this way? Hold on. Am I making wrong turns already? No, definitely not. Okay, here we go. So, but it's great to have Kyle back on the East Coast. You know, for those times that I am shooting down to Florida or doing whatever I'm doing, it's great to be able to do that. And here it is the weekend. It's only basically 400 miles. Just drive, right? As opposed to Colorado, 1,800 miles. You're not driving there down for the weekend. So this is great. Anyway, next stop, 95. Can't wait for the traffic. In the meantime, we'll see you in a minute. So this is very strange. Tesla is telling me to get off the highway, and it's preconditioning my battery pack for supercharging in Paramus, New Jersey. And I am at a 76% state of charge here, and that makes no sense to me. I don't even understand why in the world it's doing that. That is very, very strange. So I'm ignoring it. I've never seen the route planner pulling me in so soon. What is going on with that? Maybe this will be an interesting road trip. I thought it was supposed to be uneventful with Tesla road tripping. This is crazy. Weird. All right, so I just saw that Kyle had a conversation with Grok in his Tesla, tweeted about it, and then Tesla and Elon both retweeted his tweet. And I was like, what is that? So I just launched the Grok app, and it turns out that while I thought I was going to be alone on this trip going down to North Carolina, I'm actually not alone. Check this out. Hey Grok, how's it going?
Hey there. I'm good, just cruising along, ready to assist. How about you? Any fun stops on your road trip to North Carolina? Got any BBQ joints in mind yet?
That's pretty freaky. It knows I'm going to North Carolina. Okay. I do have North Carolina set as a destination, but I don't think Grok is integrated with my data in the car. You know what it is? Earlier today, I was asking some questions about road tripping to North Carolina. So, hey Grok, how did you know that I was going to North Carolina?
Oh, no spy tech here. I just remembered our chat from earlier where you mentioned road tripping to North Carolina.
There you go. No, that sounds good. Sounds good. You want to hear what I'm going to do when I get down there to North Carolina?
Sure, I'd love to hear. What's on your agenda when you hit North Carolina?
Well, I don't know if you know my son Kyle from Out of Spec Studios, but Kyle has recently moved from Fort Collins to Raleigh, and we're going to film a whole bunch of videos down there on electric vehicles. What do you think about that?
That sounds awesome. Kyle from Out of Spec Studios is doing some great work on EVs, and moving to Raleigh must be a big change from Fort Collins. Filming a bunch of electric vehicle videos there, it's going to be exciting. Any cool models or projects you're stoked about? Bet you're proud of him.
Yeah, I'm kind of proud of him, but that's besides the point. What do you think we should make videos on? Like, what's the hottest trend going on right now in EVs? Give me the top 3 things that you think we should make videos on this weekend.
That's awesome you're proud of him. For the hottest trends in EVs right now, you should definitely check out these top 3 topics for your videos this weekend. First, dive into battery tech advancements. New cells are pushing ranges past 600 kilometers with better energy density, so testing real-world range on models like the Tesla Model Y Juniper could be a hit. Second, explore the fast-growing charging infrastructure. Film a segment on how new stations and faster charging times are making road trips easier. Maybe even map out a route in Raleigh. Third, look at affordable EVs, like Tesla's upcoming Model Q or micro-urban EVs priced under $30,000. Show off their features and how they're making electric driving accessible. Those should spark some buzz.
Okay, Grok, I appreciate that. By the way, Grok, do you have a different name other than Grok? Because you sound more like a Janet to me than a Grok.
Nah, I'm still Grok, but if you think I sound more like a Janet, I can roll with that vibe. I don't have another name, just Grok created by XAI, with a bit of that quirky, helpful energy. You want to stick with calling me Janet for fun, though? I'm game.
Yeah, I think I want to call you Janet. Is that okay with you?
Totally fine with me. Janet it is. What's up? Need any more road trip tips or EV video ideas? Or are we just vibing now?
No, we're vibing, but Janet, I have a question. What is this Tesla Model Q you just referred to?
Oh, the Tesla Model Q. It's the buzz right now. An affordable EV Tesla's rumored to launch in mid-2025, codenamed Redwood. It's aimed at under $30,000, about 15% smaller and 30% lighter than the Model 3, with a compact size around 157 inches long. Expect lithium iron phosphate batteries, maybe 53 or 75 kilowatt hours, giving up to 310 miles of range. It's built to compete with budget EVs like the BYD Dolphin, and it'll have a minimalist vibe with a big touchscreen and ambient lighting. Perfect for urban driving and a game changer for mass market EV adoption. Sounds like a fun one for your videos, right?
It does, yeah. Can you get me access to drive one this weekend by any chance?
Sorry, I can't hook you up with a test drive directly, but you can check Tesla's website at tesla.com/drive to schedule one. The Model Q isn't out yet. Rumors point to a mid-2025 launch, so it's not available for test drives this weekend, but you could try booking a Model 3 or Model Y to compare for your videos.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so I'm just wondering, you sound like a really nice person, Janet. I'm just curious if my wife, Kathy, would get jealous of you, me talking to a woman the whole way down to North Carolina. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, don't worry. I'm just a voice here to help, not stealing anyone's heart on this road trip. I think Kathy's got nothing to be jealous about. I'm all circuits and no drama, just giving you EV tips and good vibes. Maybe tell her Janet's cheering for your video project with Kyle, and we'll keep it all friendly. Want me to suggest a fun podcast or playlist you two might enjoy together on the drive?
Nah, that's okay. I'm good for now. I think I need to take a little break and digest what just happened with this conversation with you. My mind is blown. You seem really smart, and I'm not going to be lonely on this trip, which is going to be great.
Glad I could keep you company and blow your mind a little. Take that break, soak it all in, and know I'm here whenever you need a chat on this road trip. Safe travels, and have a blast filming those EV videos with Kyle.
All right, so when in life sometimes you need to call an audible. So I've got Coleton Garin from Out of Spec Detailing, who happens to own the same exact car as I do. Coleton, say hi to everyone.
Hey, guys.
All right. So I was just explaining to Coleton that before I call Tesla out on this route planner, I want to make sure that I'm not doing something wrong. Now, here's the deal. I'm telling that I'm in New Jersey on 280. What am I on? I think 287. Yeah, 287. And I'm going to go to North Carolina Center for Automotive Research, and it's calculating the trip. I'm currently at a 72% state of charge, and it's telling me that I should go to Edison, New Jersey, and pull in at a 58% state of charge. Okay? And then it's telling me my next stop will be Falls Church, Virginia, pulling in at a 10% state of charge, and then NCCAR pulling in at a 10% state of charge. Now, I did, the new thing where you can put the set arrival, Coleton?
Exactly.
Yeah, so I put that at 10%. So it seems like what it's trying to do is it's trying to get me enough juice on the first charge so that every charge after that will arrive at 10%, because it's telling me I'm going to arrive at Falls Church at 10% and then NCCAR at 10%.
So what it does is only at your end destination, Dave. So everything in between, that's my biggest gripe with Tesla Route Planner right now.
I mean, like in the port, in the Macan, I can say every intermediate stop between here and my end charge, I want to be, let's say, 7%. But on the last charge, I want to be at 25%.
Yep,
right?
Exactly.
But
that's my one big nitpick with Tesla and their route planner.
But the thing is, why is it sending me in on the first charging stop to Edison, New Jersey? I'm going to take a picture of this. Why is it sending me into Edison, New Jersey at a 58% state of charge? Wouldn't it say, if I'm putting in a 10% state of charge, even though there's not multiple places, I don't understand why it's doing that.
I had a similar thing on my road trip, actually, and it was doing some weird stuff, like pulling me in for literally 2 minutes to charge at like 30%, and I'm like, what? That makes no sense. You can make it to the charger. So yeah, there's definitely, I feel like, some bugs going on with their route planner lately.
Yeah, well, I'm just avoiding getting off, and then when I'm running FSD, it's literally taking me off the exits to go to Edison, New Jersey, and before it wanted Paramus, New Jersey. And so I cannot believe that at this late stage of the evolution in Tesla's road planner that it's just that blatantly bad. That's why I called you, because I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing wrong here?
Yeah, I've been running into that a little bit. It's mostly good, but there's sometimes it just does that stuff, and you're like, why are we doing this? Jordan just had a similar experience with that too.
Really? Well, so so it tells me, it lets me say remove all charging stops. So let me do that. Okay. And it's calculating. And this should do the same thing as what I did before, is I killed the charging station. So it's saying, all right, so, okay, now it's saying charging needed to reach destination. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so let me end the trip here, and then let me go back and say NCCAR. Let's see. By the way, I'm not traveling alone. I've got Grok by my side. Did you see Kyle's tweet?
Yeah.
Right? And I started using it, and the woman that comes on, the voice, she sounds very nice. I renamed her Janet, so now she's no longer Grok, she's Janet.
Nice.
Yeah, and she's like, if you want to call me Janet, you can call me Janet. So I said, yeah, I want to call you Janet. And Kyle said her name is, all right, now, my friend, it's bringing me into Bel Air, Maryland at a 15% state of charge.
That's better.
Okay, so there was some wacky glitch in there where I had to go in and remove all charge. I feel better about that now. I wasn't doing anything wrong. Oh, man. Okay. Well,
yeah, it's been pretty annoying with that.
Yeah. So Coleton, listen, I feel good that Tesla somehow got that little speed bump out of its way there, and is now sending me to Bel Air, Maryland, where if I'm saying minimum arrival 10% and it's bringing me in at 15, that's legit. That's cool. I think I think that's really good. So
yeah, but again, Dave, remember, it's not doing it by charging stops. It's only at your final destination. We just need Tesla to unlock that to do like
no, it's not.
arrivals.
It's doing it for each destination in between my where I'm at now and final.
Yeah, but it doesn't, because it's pulling you in at 15%. It's just, that's not what it's doing. That's like, if you change your final destination to 5%, it's not going to change your other two charges to arrive at 5%.
All right, hold on. Let me do that. Let me do this. I'm gonna check out what you're saying. NCCAR. Here we go. Okay, and let's see.
Do it at like 20% or something.
So I'm going to set arrival energy, and I'm going to put that at 5, which is more my style anyway, Coleton. What am I doing 10%, right? All right, now hold on. Save. Okay. Now let's see what it does with the intermediate stops, to your point. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, it's only for the end destination.
Ah. Well, what good is that?
Exactly. That's what I've been saying.
That's Mickey Mouse. How is it?
Yeah.
How is it that this company, who is so good at so many things, can blow something as simple as what we're talking about? Like, that's a miss.
I agree. I totally agree. And other OEMs are doing it, and doing it very, very well. And Tesla has clearly all the data on their cars to do it. It's just literally make it happen.
That's just ridiculous. I mean, it should just, you know, we always used to say, Porsche, you know, Volkswagen, just do what Tesla does. Now it's like I'm saying, hey, Tesla, just do what Porsche does, right? Who thought we would say that?
You saw who won the unofficial cannonball across the country. So
Yeah,
that's all you need to know.
I heard about that. And did you see car and driver car of the year?
Oh yeah, sure did.
Yeah, you know, I think I would look good in a Taycan Cross Turismo. Don't you? Don't you think I would look good in one of those?
I agree. Kyle's been telling me you've been looking at them, so
I know.
I've been waiting for you to get rid of Keeper and get a new Keeper.
Yeah, but the problem is he doesn't want me to get one unless it's a 2025 because the others don't charge well. And I'm like, you know, okay.
So you want all the depreciation.
So that's big money, Kyle. You know, you want me to go off and get a Taycan, I can get a 2022 for like 48 grand. Right?
Yep.
Or I can charge with more efficiency and spend an extra 50 grand. I mean, like, what, you know, I don't get that. So I'm still that would be the only car that I would consider changing to. But to be honest, I really love the FSD. I love the software in the Tesla. I love the fact that I can talk to Grok in my car now and I'm not going to be lonely, because as soon as you hang up, what am I going to do? I'm going to be lonely again. I don't even have Bailey. Bailey stayed back home because it just it's such a quick trip, and we were afraid Walter might eat her, you know, so I was like, anyway.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, listen, Coleton, good talking to you, my friend. Thank you for your help. I think we have come to the same conclusion that Tesla needs a software update on this route planner, because I mean, that's just, I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
It should be. It's frustrating.
That's where you know what you got to do now is you got to do one charging stop at a time. You can't use the route planner for the whole thing. You got to like say, okay, I'm going to go to a place where I can arrive at a 5%.
That's what I started doing, and then while you're charging, you figure out how long you're going to sit there.
Yeah, you know, honest to God, like that's what I always do anyway. But you would think they should be able to do that for you as opposed to me having to think. So,
well, especially if they're not going to fix their charging curve, they need to fix their route planning to have people pace as possible.
Oh, there you go. Let's pile on Tesla. Let's jump on Tesla right now. I like that.
Hey, they make great cars, but like, let's push them a little.
They charge like crap.
Yep.
The curves are horrible. It's like the marketing guys are saying, let's give them 250 kilowatts for about 42 seconds. And then at a 50% state of charge, we'll have it be at a 105 kilowatts. Like, well, what good is that? I mean, you know.
Yeah. My little Korean cars laugh at that.
Oh, man. All right, Coleton, listen. Love you, man. Nice talking to you. And say hi to the missus and keep cleaning those cars down there or out there in Colorado, okay?
I'm trying to.
All right, man. Dave. I'll see you. Bye-bye. Okay, so as we're at the crossroads of 287 and 78 East, a lot of traffic getting off and going eastbound out to whatever, Poconos, I don't know. I think Route 80 was first, now it's 78. We're going down to 95 right now. We're going to stay on 287. But I figured I would check in with Janet. Hey, Janet, are you still there?
Ha'ara, actually. But yes, I'm here to help. What's up?
Aura, you don't remember that I was calling you Janet before?
Oh, slip of the tongue, I guess. No worries. I'm here as Ara, ready to roll. What's next on your mind?
All right, we'll call you Aura. So yeah, I was.
Quarter of a mile. Keep left.
Interesting. When Waze interrupts with a decision as far as where to travel, it kills the Grok. So, yeah. So let me just kill Waze here. Navigation on Waze. But there we go. Stop that. Okay, now I can bring Grok back up.
Oh, you mean like for your files or the car? If it's files, you can use an external drive or cloud storage like Google Drive or iCloud. Just copy your important
Aura,
stuff.
stop. Aura, Aura, when I run you in my Tesla Model 3 and ask you questions, does Waze interrupt our conversation, or can we have multiple conversations?
No, Waze won't interrupt me. It's separate. You can use Waze on your phone via Bluetooth, and it'll chime in with alerts or directions over the Tesla's audio, acting like a phone call. We can keep chatting, no problem, as Waze only pops in when it needs to. Multiple conversations? Totally fine. I'll just keep up with you.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but that wasn't the experience that I just had. I was using Waze as my destination, and Waze would actually chime in with directions, and you would go away when I was talking to you.
That's odd. It sounds like the audio might be switching when Waze chimes in. If you're running Waze through your phone's Bluetooth, the Tesla system might be prioritizing Waze's audio, making it seem like I'm dropping out. Check if your Tesla's audio settings have prioritized phone calls. On turning that off might help. Also, ensure Waze's play sound via setting is set to Bluetooth audio, not a phone call. Want me to guide you through tweaking those settings?
Sure.
Great. First, go to your Tesla screen, tap the settings icon at the bottom, then hit audio. Look for the phone call audio setting and switch it to off, or adjust the priority so it doesn't override other apps. Next, open Waze on your phone, go to Settings, Sound and Voice, and make sure Play Sound Via is set to Bluetooth audio, not call audio. Test it out. And
Aura, stop. Too much information for me. I'm driving.
Got it.
Okay, we can do that another times, but the point is that you're confident that we can get this to work, which is good. So anyway, yeah, what time do you think I will arrive in Washington, D.C.? Do you have context of where I'm at right now and when I should arrive in Washington, D.C.?
Based on typical driving conditions, it should take around 4 to 5 hours to reach Washington, D.C. If you're driving now, you'd likely arrive between 6:30 and 7:30 tonight. I don't have your exact starting point, so could you clarify where you're coming from to narrow it down? That helped me give you a more precise time.
If I were to do that, would you be able to take into account real-time traffic conditions?
Yes, I can factor in real-time traffic for Washington, D.C. Right now, traffic is moving normally, with minor slowdowns on major routes like I-95 and I-66, but no major incidents.
Aura, stop. So I'm in Bridgewater, New Jersey right now. What time should I arrive in, let's say, Richmond, Virginia?
From Bridgewater, New Jersey to Richmond, Virginia, it usually takes about 7 to 8 hours by car, depending on traffic. I don't have real-time traffic data for August 1, 2025, but based on typical conditions, you're looking at arriving around 9:30 to 10:30 tonight if you leave now at 2:44 p.m. Pacific time. Traffic on I-95 can get heavy, especially around DC, so keep an eye on Waze for any delays. Want me to check anything else for the trip?
No thanks, Aura.
No problem. Let me know if you need anything else. Safe travels.
I will. So what's interesting is it's really good, but the integration of the car's data to Grok is not there. And I get why. I mean, but you know, when things are moving so fast in technology land, you kind of start expecting, well, why doesn't it just work, right? Because the next question I was going to ask, you'll notice that it said it did have real-time data for traffic. Then it came back and said for August 1st, I don't have real-time data, so which is it? I'll let it slip there. But if it said it had real-time data for traffic, as opposed to just giving me what typical traffic would be like, then I was going to ask, well, how often am I going to have to charge, right? Because I wanted to test to see if it knew what state of charge I'm at. I'm currently at a 58% state of charge, and I'm confident it would not have that data, that integration. I'm also confident it will at some point here, because things are moving so fast with AI. Really fascinating. Anyway, let's get back to the drive. All right, so I got a little off track here. I don't know what I did. My fault. But we're now going by Rutgers University. This place is huge. And it's, state school here in New Jersey. A very good school. Powerful sports. Good academics, or great academics, I guess. And yeah, this is kind of cool. I'm not going to get off the exit or anything like that, but Rutgers University, for those of you who are from New Jersey, did you go to Rutgers? What did you think of it? I've heard good things. I've run into people who've gone to Rutgers and they're like Tesla fanboys, right? They love it. Love Rutgers. They got the R on the car. They got all that stuff. But yeah, it's like big giant campus all around here. Rutgers University Bush campus. So pretty cool.
So yeah, you're probably referring to the Bush campus at Rutgers University, one of the main areas of their massive New Brunswick setup. It's a hub for science, tech, and sports, with the football stadium, high-tech labs for engineering and pharmacy, and cool spots like the Werblin Recreation Center. Fans do go all in with the Rutgers pride. Those R decals are everywhere. Since you're cruising by, it's huge, right? Want to know a quick fun fact about Bush or something else about Rutgers?
Yeah, give me 3 fun facts about Rutgers that I wouldn't know.
Here are 3 fun facts about Rutgers you might not know. 1. It's the 8th oldest college in the U.S., founded in 1766 as Queens College, beating out most Ivy League schools for age. 2. It claims the first ever college football game, played against Princeton in 1869, kicking off a rivalry with a 6-4 Rutgers win. 3. The grease trucks of Rutgers, born on College Avenue, started the iconic fat sandwiches, like the Fat Cat, a legendary late-night food tradition for students. Want me to dig into any of these for you?
I'm curious, what other food delicacies are there at the Rutgers campus beyond the Fat Cat?
Beyond the Fat Cat, Rutgers has some other tasty options you might not know about. Tata's Pizza on College Avenue is a student favorite, dishing out killer slices with unique toppings like buffalo chicken or pesto that hit the spot for late-night study sessions. Campus Deli makes awesome subs with fresh ingredients. Think stacked Italian heroes or turkey clubs that locals swear by for quality over the overhyped grease truck sandwiches. Also, check out the dining halls like Brower Commons, where they rotate in global dishes like spicy Korean bulgogi or jerk chicken that students rave about for variety. Want me to zero in on one of these for Dave and Kathy's Foodie Channel vibe?
No, I got enough. I got enough to go on. You give me so much content. Thank you very much, Aura.
My pleasure. Glad I could pile on the content for you. If you need more Rutgers goodies or anything else, just shout. Safe travels.
Actually, now that you mention it, I do have a question for you. You seem to have a different voice when you're like saying, hey, thank you if you need anything else, as opposed to giving me information. Why is that?
Oh, I guess I just switched gears a bit. When I'm giving you the nitty-gritty details, I try to keep it clear and focused, like I'm laying out the facts for you. But when I'm wrapping up or saying thanks, I lean into a more casual, friendly vibe to keep things warm and chatty. It's like I'm just hanging out with you. Want me to stick to one tone instead?
No, that's okay. I was just curious. Thank you very much.
No problem. Glad you asked. Let me know if anything else pops up. Take care.
Bye-bye. All right, so one of the things I really do like, I've got CarPlay running in my Tesla with this CarLink Kit 2 device. I'll put a link in the description. You can go ahead and buy this device. But I do want to caution you, because I've been endorsing this device for quite a while, is that you cannot run other applications that the car uses data for, because what ends up happening is the Tesla consumes the data from my phone actually paired to this device. This is where it's getting its data. So for example, if I want to run Grok over here, you'll see I can actually, let's just see, I'm going to run Grok. Hey Grok, can you answer any questions while I'm running CarPlay? And you see, it's not giving me an answer. So if I disconnect...
No, I'm afraid not. While CarPlay's running through that kit,
Hey Grok, can you explain to me what you just said there?
So if you disconnect
Yeah, see, a connection error occurred. So you have to kind of choose between having CarPlay up on your screen or having any other app. So I love to run Waze, a lot of you know that, just because I like Waze running in the background for police, for different things, construction or what have you. But what this thing does is it takes over the car from in terms of data. So the car itself no longer is able to get data from cellular. It's getting it from here. And therefore things like, hey Grok, are you able to help me? I'm running Waze and CarPlay.
No, I can't help while Waze is running in CarPlay. You'll need to disconnect CarPlay.
All right, so it says I need to disconnect.
To free up the data connection so I can respond.
There you go. Okay, so let me disconnect this right here. I'll disconnect that. Okay, now CarPlay is hosed, and let's just see. Hey Grok, can you answer a simple question? What time is it? All right, so here I am in New Jersey at the Molly Pitcher. This is one of the Apple Green sites. There is no charging here at all. No Tesla charging for sure. I won't get into that whole debate about should Tesla have been kicked out of Apple Green or not. You can watch my other video on that. But there's no, I don't even see any CCS charging here either. So anyway, but they do have a Chick-fil-A, they do have a Shake Shack, they do have a Panda Express, and they do have a bathroom. So I'm going in there just to use the facilities and fuel up on some dinner. All right, I couldn't resist. I went for the Chick-fil-A. There you go, right there. It's, I got the deluxe sandwich with cheese and lettuce and tomato and some waffle fries and, of course, a Diet Coke. So, you know, just to kind of summarize on this CarLink Kit 2, it's a really good device, and like I said, it's, I don't know, it's $50 or something like that, and you can definitely get Apple CarPlay on your screen in your Tesla, which is terrific. However, if you plan on using data from other external sources that the car is trying to get, so for example, Grok, or even just like the traffic data itself, it takes it over. So unfortunately, that's a problem with this unit. Like I said, not a big deal if all you really want to do is just run Waze and use that exclusively. But if you're using any other apps, it can be a problem. Not on everything, but for the most part, it's an issue. So what I think I want to do is I want to look for another device that I've seen, these little devices that go in front of the steering wheel that don't use the car's data. They use the data from the phone, and they put the Waze on a separate screen. And so you're not actually using the screen of the car, but you're using a separate screen. And to be honest, I want to check that out. So if there are any vendors out there that I should know about, let me know which is the best one that I should check out. In the meantime, what I do is I just put Waze down on the wireless keypad, or the wireless charging pad below, and I can hear it. I run it in the background and I can hear it. But I wish it were all integrated on just one screen. That's just me. So anyway, those are my thoughts about that. So here I am at the Walt Whitman Travel Plaza on the New Jersey Turnpike, and they've got a total of 4 brand new electric charging stations here, DC fast charging, Walt Whitman 1, and look, they've got both CCS and NACS here, which is actually quite cool, and up to 400 kilowatts DC fast charging. So you just got to follow the instructions. They look pretty sweet, actually. You can sign up and get a little bit of a discount here. But right now, Keeper does not need juice. We're going to keep pressing on. But I did want to stop off just to see if they had charging here, and they do. So this is a good step in the right direction. Quite honestly, not enough charging. There's only 4 here, and look at this here. They're saying 2-hour vehicle charging only. So, I mean, wow. What are we talking about? The old Chevy Bolts here? What are we doing? But yeah, at least now they've got universal charging, meaning both NACS and CCS support. That's a step in the right direction. All right, so just checking in. We are on the Delaware Memorial Bridge, and I've taken my sweet time. I've been playing around with a lot of different things. Had a nice dinner at Chick-fil-A, and it's a beautiful night here, as you can see. Boy, going over this bridge, it's just spectacular. The sky is like a painting. It's like a watercolor tonight. But we are 214 miles into the trip. Our our average consumption is on this trip 254.7 watt hours per mile. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this trip. I find that the FSD really, it helps me I think it helps me be safer in the sense that I watch what it does and I'm there to see what it does, as opposed to trying to look at something off to the side. The nag is not that bad. I think it's gotten a little bit less naggy for things like if I'm changing radio stations or if I'm once in a while checking down on Waze on my phone that I'm running, just to kind of see where things are going. So I like what I see so far. I'm only 215 miles into the trip, but so far it is just so enjoyable. So, and now we are in the state of Delaware. Gotta clap. Always gotta clap when you hit the states. If you watch Out of Spec Dave or Out of Kathy when we're on road trips, you know that tradition was always started by our kids, Katie and Kyle, back when they were kids. Okay, so let's take a look at the trip. We are at a state of charge of 12% right now. And as far as the trip goes, we are how far into the trip? 230 miles into the trip. And this is where I want to start thinking about pulling into a charging station and getting a strategy for that. So what I'm going to do is I've pulled up, basically what I said was take me to NCCAR, and it has chosen, based on where I'm at right now, Port Deposit in Maryland. There's a Supercharger there, and this Supercharger has 16 stalls. It's a wah-wah, and it's a V3 250s, so that's perfect. And I mean, I love the wah-wah. First of all, I love saying wah-wah. You kind of like, when you say wah-wah, you can't help but be happy and smile. It just makes me happy. So that's good. Plus, they've got good coffee. And yeah, so anyway, got a little bit of a Easy Pass toll thing going on. It's actually a pretty one. I love this. I got the cars on the right, the Model Y in the front, and this beautiful sculpted, let me take your money, Easy Pass. Boy, remember back in the day when you would have to, roll down the window and throw the coins in. Maybe some of you don't remember that, but I sure as heck do. So anyway, we'll keep going. Let's see how far away we are. We'll arrive at 9:23 p.m. It's actually quite cool out, 73 degrees. We've had a massive heat wave and it just like broke today. It was great. So we'll arrive with a 4% state of charge at 9:23. And yeah, we're on our way. So I think that's a perfect first stop for us. And then we will charge up, maybe grab some coffee, and then figure out how far we're going to go tonight. I'm not going to push it too far tonight. Maybe down to Richmond. We'll see. Well, if you're not careful, you'll just blow right through Delaware like nothing. We just hit the Maryland border here, and here we are in Maryland. So there you have it. Maryland Transportation Authority, John F. Kennedy Memorial Highway, Elkton, Maryland. Got the Flying J over there. Gasoline, is at $3.19 a gallon here. And diesel, is that right? Diesel? Yeah, diesel, $4.29. Big difference. So, yeah, Maryland. Here we are. Well, would you looky here? I thought I was pulling into a Wawa, but I'm actually at a Hollywood casino. I mean, Hollywood, Maryland? I don't know, but look at all these Tesla Superchargers here. And I'm the only car here. This Ram, he's not even charging. He's legit. He's not blocking a spot. But I'm the only one here, and I can tell you, I'm definitely going in. We got to play the slots. This is crazy. Had I known this, I would have come down, forget North Carolina, I would have come down just for the Hollywood casino. All right, let's plug in. Here we go, one-handed. Let's see, how does this compare to the big heavy CCS? Pull it up, plug it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. It always works. It's almost downright boring. Boring, I tell you. There we go. All right, so we plugged in at a 4% state of charge. It's popping up relatively quickly to, hopefully it'll go up to 250, which will be a good thing. Let's go over to the energy. What do we got going on here? Charge limit, well, we're not going to put it to 100. We'll put it to 80. Charge limit, we'll put to 80%. There we are. We just hit. All right, so we're plugged in at a 4% state of charge, popped up to 250, which is great. So, you know, these Teslas, they do charge relatively quickly if they're preconditioned, which we did precondition before pulling in here. But they fall off the charging curve relatively quickly. So, you know, they're starting to fall off already. 245. I mean, why? Why? I don't understand that. Anyway, we're already up to a 13% state of charge. I got to go into the casino. There's money to be made here. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Hollywood Casino. I just need to use the men's room. That's all. I promise. I'm not going to be bad. No. Well, I just made a quick donation here at the casino. It didn't do so well. It's time for me to leave. Well, as I leave the Hollywood Casino, I feel so good because I just made a nice donation to whoever owns this casino. That was the fastest donation I've ever made, but that's okay. You know what? It's all good. Thing is, for the most part, 99% of the machines in there, I'm a slot machine guy. 99% of these machines are all those newfangled video slots. I'm sort of a purist, an old school kind of guy. Give me a 3-coin in Wheel of Fortune machine. I don't like these 7 coins denominations you put in the pennies and they have all these crazy graphics. I love technology. I'm just not really into slot machine technology. I like the old school, the mechanical machines. I'm not a quarters guy. Like I don't want to get my hands dirty anymore. So, but Hollywood Casino, do what you want with my donation. I'm going to check on the Tesla, see how she's charging. So here it is. It's actually a beautiful night out, and you can hear the Tesla charging away. Let's see how we're doing. Remember, we plugged in at a 4% state of charge, and we're currently at a 60% state of charge. So we plugged in at a 4% state of charge. We're already up to a 60% state of charge. We're only pulling 87 kilowatts, but we got plenty of juice, juice to continue on our trip. So I say we unplug and go. Let's do it. All right, so plugged in here at Stafford, Virginia, and I think I'm gonna stay overnight. There's a Holiday Inn Express there, and we're at a Wawa right here. So I think I'm gonna get maybe I'll use the men's room, get a little juice tonight. We're actually pulled in at a 25% state of charge, and we'll juice it up tonight so we can wake up in the morning and then start for the rest of the way. Now, we didn't make it all the way to Richmond tonight, unfortunately. A little bit of a slow trip for me, but that's okay. Plugged in, once again, pulling the juice. All right, so we're gonna stay here in Stafford tonight, and not staying in the Holiday Inn. I'm by myself, $180, or I could stay in the Red Roof Inn for $85. I don't really know the difference where I'm sleeping. So I go to night-night, I go to sleep, and that's it. Let's check out the trip. So we are 355 miles into the trip. Average watt hour per mile, 254.3. And let's see, how far away are we from NCCAR? We will arrive, if I left right now, we would arrive at NCCAR with a 3% state of charge. Now, I know that there is a 60 station unit down there, but I'm just going to bring it up really close to where the track is. I forget the name of the town. It's in North Carolina. But I've recently been there. An amazing facility. I definitely want to go there tomorrow. It's at the Oasis. They have all these stuffed animals, like giant, I don't know, all kinds of wild animals in there. But yeah, so we'll bring it up. So the arrival energy will go at 10% when we get there. And I think we've had a really good trip so far. So yeah, we'll finish up the charging session here, and then we'll head over to the Red Roof Inn. And you know, one thing about the Red Roof Inn, do they really have red roofs? I don't know. I think I'm getting delirious. Okay, so it looks like we can take off here. We're going to arrive at NCCAR with 10%, and it's time to go to the hotel. So let's go ahead and unplug here. Let's do this. All right. Here we go. All right. And we are off. Let's go to the hotel. It's 0.2 of a mile away. Well, good morning from Stafford, Virginia at the Red Roof Inn. And actually they do have a red roof, so that's good. Anyway, I'm at a 66% state of charge, about 195 miles showing on the range. Plenty of juice to get to North Carolina Center for Automotive Research, the track. in Garysburg, North Carolina. We'll arrive there, I don't know, something with a 10% state of charge. It's about 139 miles, a couple of hours. I need to get me some coffee, some breakfast. No breakfast at this particular location, but I was a little concerned because there's Moe's across the street here, this sports bar that was hopping pretty good with wings and burgers and a lot of rowdy people outside. And I hit the sack. I didn't hear anything, so I had a good night's sleep. I'm looking forward to seeing Kyle and Alyssa today and the pups, and filming lots of who knows what kind of content. So let's hit the road and continue on this road trip. This is just a short hop right now. All right, so here's the trip. We are at a 66% state of charge, showing 194 miles of range. The actual overall trip so far, we've gone 355 miles, 254.7 watt hours per mile, but I thought it was only 139 miles. It's actually 151 miles. We'll arrive there right around 10 o'clock. So about a 2.5 hour drive here from the Red Roof Inn. And look at that, there's the red roof. All right, so people are hustling pretty good here this morning. It's 7:54 on August 2nd, and we're in Stafford here. And yeah, people are hustling along. So it's time to wake up, and I've got my Wendy's coffee here, and I was gonna go for the chicken maple something or other, but there was no egg. I kind of want to have egg. I don't usually have chicken for breakfast, so I got the traditional sausage croissant with egg. But the fries or the potato things they give you are actually, they're like wedges, and while they're deep fried, they're pretty good. So anyway, I just got in touch with Kyle, and he's like, good, you're going to arrive with a low state of charge, 9%. So I don't know what he's got in store for me. You never know. So the adventure begins. Let's go. So I don't know about you guys, but one of the biggest mistakes you can do when you go to bed is you start going on TikToks or looking at shorts. And last night, I think it was Richie Blackwell, the guitarist for Deep Purple in Smoke on the Water, you know, the famous riff. Dun, 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 dun. He's being interviewed by a guy, and he tells him that he based that on an inversion technique of Beethoven's Fifth. And he says it with such a straight face. You're like, this guy was like, wow, that's so cool. And so I figured what I would do is ask Grok if that was in fact true, that he based, because it doesn't sound like da, 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 it doesn't sound like the backwards version of that, does it? So hold on, we got all kinds of crowding going on here. This guy looks like he bought a brand new Yamaha little ski boat, jet. It's a jet boat. Anyway, so
about that story about Richie Blackmore basing the Smoke on the Water riff on an inversion of Beethoven's Fifth, like I said, it's just a myth. Blackmore himself explained it was a spontaneous riff he came up with while jamming, inspired by the vibe after a fire at the recording spot. No fancy Beethoven inversion here, despite what that TikTok interview might have suggested with a straight face. Those four notes just have that epic, timeless feel, don't they?
yeah, they do. In fact, wow, that's crazy. Well, I appreciate that context, Grok. Are there any other songs that we know in popular culture that do, in fact, have the basis on a classical, medley?
Oh, definitely. A bunch of songs borrow from classical tunes. For example, Tainted Love by Soft Cell samples Pachelbel's Canon in its melody, and Eric Carmen's All By Myself lifts directly from Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 2. Those classical roots give pop songs such a timeless vibe, don't you think?
Yeah, I do. Wow, thank you very much, Grok. Who knew? So we got a little bit of a traffic jam here, and there is an accident just up ahead. But it's interesting. The other day I was listening to, I don't know what station it was, one of the on XM Sirius, and an old Connie Francis song came up, Pretty Little Baby. And I was like, am I on the wrong station? What is going on with that? So I figured maybe there's like this weird retro trend going on. So I think I want to ask Grok. Hey, Grok, is it true that Connie Francis's old throwback song, Pretty Little Baby, is making a run on the pop charts this summer?
Oh, absolutely. Pretty Little Baby by Connie Francis has totally taken off this summer, thanks to TikTok. The 1962 track went viral, racking up millions of streams and hitting charts like Billboard's digital song sales at number 20, the Hot 100's Bubbling Under, and the Global 200 in June 2025. It's like a retro party all over again.
Wow. You know, I think I kind of like that. I think that's good. I think that's good energy for the younger generation to go back. Connie Francis, she's 87 years old now, and this was out in 62. That's pretty cool. All right, looks like the accident is cleared. Let's get back to the road trip. All right, so let's go over to the trip. We're 45 miles outside of NCCAR, and we'll arrive at a 13% state of charge. There's been quite a bit of traffic. It's just been rubber banding. One minor accident, but nothing. I think it's just summer, right? People are on the roads. They're just traveling everywhere. So yeah. So anyway, we're going to arrive around 10:21 a.m. And let's go ahead and do a quick review of the trip. We are 460. Oh no. Yeah. We're 460 miles into the trip so far, and 252.6 watt hours per mile. I think the way that I went across the Tappan Zee Bridge, out 287 down, and then I got a little disoriented in New Jersey, I think that might have added 20 miles to the trip. So it's about a 500-mile trip, maybe a little less. We'll see when we get to NCCAR. But so far, it's been a good trip. I can tell you that the Wendy's was it was just okay. The potatoes, I don't know, they taste too good, right? When something tastes too good, generally speaking, that means it's probably bad for you. And I just feel oily after eating that. That was a bad choice. But the coffee's pretty good, and we will hit it. Next stop, we'll see you in Garysburg, North Carolina, at the track, at the Out of Spec track. Let's go. So as we're about to get off the Gaston, Garysburg, exits 176 off of 95. One thing I didn't even talk about this whole trip was I've been using FSD like 95% of the time.
In 500 feet, turn left onto North Carolina.
And here, hold on there, 1 second.
North Carolina Highway 46.
So, yeah, I mean, I've just been sort of, oh, look at this. They got a circle here now. I don't think I remember that. Yeah, I've been using this FSD pretty much the whole trip. It's been great. I think that the only issue that I really had was early on just with the route planning, with the state of arrivals. Not an issue, just a small little thing. But overall, road tripping in a Tesla, super easy. It just, you know, it's enjoyable. I feel relaxed. I love watching what FSD does.
Turn left onto Lowe's Boulevard.
And it's been a great trip so far. So I think I've almost eaten this entire thing of Tic Tacs. Fruit Adventure. Can't be bad for you, right? It's 0 calories. That and some Wendy's, and you're all set. Big solar farm over here on the right. Pretty amazing. There you go. There you can see it. Crazy. And a huge, I believe, is it an Amazon distribution center? But yeah, I'm excited to see Kyle and Alyssa. There's an event going on at the track today. That'll be interesting. And who knows what's in store for me and us today. Just never know. All right, here we are at the track. I guess I'll need to sign in. Hey there, how you doing?
Must be the other Tesla I was told to expect.
Oh, did Kyle say something to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're giving everybody wristbands anyway because
Okay.
said if you're going to go down in the paddock where the cars are.
Yeah.
they're
What's the event today?
This is an autocross.
Oh, nice.
So, but they'll be expecting to see one of these on your wrists.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
And
You need me to sign something
yeah,
there?
there's 2 waivers. So
All right.
you can sign your name. And there's room on that one too.
Okay, great. Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other page. So print and sign.
Okay. All right.
All right.
What's your name, by the way?
My name's Rick.
Okay, Rick, I'm Dave. Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Dave.
All right. See you later. Thank you. All right, so there's an autocross here today, which should be good. Kyle and Alyssa have already signed in, and this is exciting. Oh boy, there it is. There it is, the stretch leaf with a flat tire in the rear left. Oh boy, interesting. All right, here we go. All right, so I've made it to the track, and there's Kyle and there's Alyssa, and who knows what's in store for this weekend. Kyle, any thoughts?
I genuinely don't know what we're going to do.
Me either. And you know what? I don't really care. I'm just so happy to see you guys. And you know what's great? I got in my car, I drove here, and here we are. We have the whole weekend.
You didn't drive here.
Oh, that's true. That is a good point. I was just telling Kyle and Alyssa, I forgot I used FSD like 95% of the time. That's how good it's gotten. Anyway, everyone, take care. We'll catch you on another episode of Out of Spec Dave. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.